Hey, what's up guys? Jay here with JayzTwoCents, going to bring you a review of a product that I took a look at in CES or at CES in January that I'm kind of excited about, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, so it's not going to be an unboxing, but we are going to be taking a look today at the ROCCAT KAVE XTD 5.1 digital surround gaming headset. And it's got some really unique features that I can't wait to take a look at. So you guessed it, we're going to go ahead and give it the old JayzTwoCents. Yes, that is a thing now, I think. And if it's not a thing, it should be a thing. If it is a thing and you don't like that thing, well, too bad, it's my thing. I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these into 4 categories. We're going to talk about build quality, sound quality, microphone quality, and bonus features that come along with these ROCCAT KAVE XTD 5.1 digital headphones. And they're already kind of long and hard to say. So I'm just going to refer to these as the KAVE headset from here on out. There's more than one type of KAVE, so just be mindful of that. First things first, the build quality. They are extremely durable. I mean, I would not be doing this if they weren't doing it all weekend long at CES without any of them breaking, at least that I was able to see. They are made out of a few different types of materials. I mean, we've got plastic here up on the headband. We've got kind of a neoprene padding here on the headband. Very comfortable for long gaming sessions. Don't really notice the weight on my head at all. The weight feels like it's centralized and, well, more distributed amongst my big old noggin and my big dome here. So I didn't really get uncomfortable with those. They didn't really pinch my head. I'm really sensitive under my ears, and I don't like headphones that pinch and push down on my upper jaw or under my ear because I get sensitive and I get headaches from that. These were not a problem. They did not do that to me. Now, when it comes to the material, the surface material used, it's kind of a rubberized plastic on the outside, and it does have a polished piano finish ring that goes around the ear can, and then you have kind of a leatherette ear cups. They're not changeable, by the way. This is the ones you have is the ones you have. And they're sort of like a D shaped in there. They give you the D. No, so they're more like an oval shape, which means that your ears are intended to kind of slide into them. You kind of you're inserting your ear into them, which could kind of pose a problem for some people. If your ears are really big, and I'm not saying anything against people with big ears. You know, people with big ears that say you have a really big. But if you have big ears, you may not find it comfortable that your ears have to slide into there because they may kind of fold up on you. I think my ears are the perfect size. Unfortunately, because my right earlobe is bigger than my left earlobe, I feel like I kind of have to wiggle it on in there. My right ear just goes, or my left ear goes right in, no problem. The other problem is if you don't have earlobes like I do, I mean, we all have different shaped ears. Some of us have an attached earlobe on the bottom that just goes straight into your head rather than having this little flippy, flappy thing. This is your ear, by the way. If you didn't know, this is your ear. It may not be as comfortable for you because that part of your ear is not going to slide in, and if you look at the way that this is shaped on the bottom, it's definitely intended for your ears to slide in and be completely over the ear. It's also designed to kind of forward, make your ears point slightly forward. That way the angled drivers on the inside are shooting directly into your ear, giving you really good immersion when it comes to the sound. Now, I don't like the piano finish, the plastic polish finish on there, because I don't have a headset stand. I've been putting them down on my desk, and because I get moved around and stuff, they're already wearing right there, wearing kind of dull. So they look kind of scratched in that spot just because that's where it contacts the desk. So that kind of sucks because I don't have a headset stand. It's more my bad than theirs, but whatever. Now, they were comfortable to wear long term. I did not have any sweating issues when I was doing Tech Talk with these on. And if you guys saw that Tech Talk, you know it was pretty funny, and we'll get to why in a little bit. Now, build quality. We just talked about that. Sound quality. When it comes to sound quality, they took me a little bit to get used to, and hear me out on this. I am used to stereo headsets, which means it's got a big cone driver in there with a tweeter in the middle, and the tuning on them is very defined for stereo sound, which means hard-hitting bass, low frequency bass because of the size of the driver, nice clear highs, nice clear mids because they have specific drivers for that. Now, because these are 5.1 surround, and they do have 3 drivers per ear can. I thought there were 4, it's actually 3. There's 3 drivers per ear can. It means they do not have a large driver in there pushing the bass. Now, it's able to produce the bass frequency down in the low ranges, sub 50 hertz, below 50 hertz subwoofer range, which meant in games I did get some rumbly explosions and things, but nothing near what I like or what I'm used to. So in the beginning, my thoughts on these were, they're kind of dull. Now they do give you a full digital EQ with the software that's included with this that you can go in and adjust the sound of them, but I definitely felt they were really heavy on the mids and highs and really lacking on the lows. And that's quite frankly because of the size of the drivers that they have to deal with in here. I'm not going to fault them for that, because where it made up for it was the very first time I played Battlefield 4 with a true 5.1 surround. I had them on, and I went into the options, and I'm going, okay, you know, there's already sound happening. I go into the options, and I think, okay. So I take my mouse, right, and I click on options, go to audio, and then I go to high quality or high fidelity, and then I go to surround style 5.1, and I just was like, oh my God. Because then I started hearing, in general, I was hearing jets and stuff fly, right? But I was just hearing it flat. All of a sudden, I heard the jet behind me. I heard the boat in front of me simultaneously. I heard footsteps over here. And it was like, oh my God, I know where everybody's at now. I spent less time looking at the map because I could go by sounds. So I immediately went, you know what? Screw the fact that it's not super bass heavy like I'm used to, and love the fact that I have complete surround quality. Now you're going to have to go in and play around with some of the EQ settings to get the sound just right, because we all like different style of sound. Some people hate bass, some people hate treble. You can at least go into the EQ and figure that out for yourself and tune it to your liking. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next thing, which is the microphone quality. You know what, in fact, here's what we'll do. Instead of talking about the microphone quality, at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just switch on over to the computer, and I'll do a recording with the microphone so you guys can hear some of the different voice changer sounds that are options that are in there, because they do include a voice changer, which if you saw last week's Tech Talk was a whole lot of fun. And it's amazing how many of you people said that you wanted to buy these now simply because of the demonstration I was doing with the voice changer. And you know what? It's a whole lot of fun. Now let's go ahead and talk about bonus features. When it comes to controlling the thing, you get this little dongle. Dongle's a funny word. This goes on your desk, which gives you a few different options. You can control the sound right here with this big giant knob. If you want to mute everything, if you want to mute the microphone, mute the game sounds, mute the computer, everything, you just go bam, push that down, everything lights up, it's completely muted at that point. And you can cycle through front, center, woofer, and rear settings on here so that you can control the EQ from here as well without having to go into the software, which is really nice. You are able to change this, use this button right here to change the channel on there to adjust the volume for each of the different surround settings. You have a movie mode, you've got a speaker pass-through, we'll talk about that in a second, a mute button right here, and you have this Bluetooth phone button right here. Well, what the heck is that? Well, when it comes to bonus features on this, ROCCAT's thought ahead and said, you know, sometimes you're in the middle of gaming, and rather than taking off your headset, or some people will take their headset off and set it down, and if you're in like TeamSpeak or something and you're talking on the phone, everyone hears your conversation and it's just kind of annoying. Well, you can push that phone button if you pair your mobile device to this dongle here, and you can take your phone calls right from your gaming headset without ever taking them off your head or changing any settings. So you do have Bluetooth interaction between a mobile device and this, which is pretty awesome. I thought it was cool. I don't really know of anybody else that does that. So ROCCAT's kind of an innovator in there as far as I know. If someone else does it, let me know. So one other thing that I thought was really nice about this when it comes to bonus features was I don't like having to constantly go into my surrounds or my sound settings and change to a USB headset as my main device and then go, okay, I gotta go in and change it back to my speakers if I want to listen to speakers, and I'm constantly having to change settings. Well, I do have a set of Logitech 5.1 surround speakers on my desk that I only have them set up in like a 3-channel mode rather than surround because I have nowhere back here to hook them up at. So I thought, well, I don't want to have to keep going back and forth. Well, ROCCAT has thought ahead, and they've done true 5.1 audio pass-through on the back of this. So this now becomes your sound card. This becomes your audio pass-through, and you just push this speaker button on here to go back and forth between headset and speakers. I love that because it takes out the fact that I have to go into the settings on the machine or in Windows and constantly change what my default sound source is. All right, so enough talking about the build quality and talking about this little dongle here, which I think kind of changes everything. Oh, one last thing. The cord, I don't like the cord for one reason. I would have preferred they did a sleeved cord. It's completely rubberized, which means it completely gets tangled up with any cord it touches. It's just like a big grabber. It's just like, it grabs any cable near it and it gets all tangled up in itself, and you end up looking like kind of like this by the end of messing with it. So I hate rubberized, and I truly did just tangle myself up here. I don't like rubberized cords. I would have much rather preferred to have a braided cord. So anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and finish this review by doing the microphone test and showing you guys exactly how this thing sounds, and we'll give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so here we are now with the ROCCAT KAVE XTD 5.1 digital headphones. Now that's what we're talking on now. This microphone right there. Now, you guys have to notice immediately already that the sound quality is not really all that good. I'm surprised, considering the quality of everything else about this microphone is so great. I'm confused as to why the microphone quality in it is so bad. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that this is what it took for them to keep the price range somewhat controlled, considering this is a pretty expensive headset if you're taking everything for what it is. Now, here's the dongle lit up. As you can see, I've got all my controls and stuff on there, and you've got a mute button right here. And anyway, there's that. Now, I did a live stream with these headphones, and you guys have just been laughing your ass off because there's an extra function to these that I think is a lot of fun, and that is the built-in voice changer. And we'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now.
You can be a monster and tell people how from the bowels of hell you are going to rip off their head and eat their throats and their babies.
Yeah, that was kind of scary, right? Yeah, anyway.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time loads of fun. Yeah, that one's kind of fun too.
Then there's this one that I like to say sounds like a super creepy guy who gives free candy to children out of vans down by the lake. Or you can use it to tell all of your subscribers about how they should be subbed to you, and anyone who's not subbed to you, that you'll be coming by. And you'll be seeing them really soon.
Then there's what I like to call my minion voice. You can be like, ah, papoy. Papoy? No, papoy. Ah, papoy. Yeah, da. Ooh, Chevy.
So yeah, I mean, there's an aspect to that really kind of makes up for the bad sound quality, which is why I'm going to probably continue to use these headphones for a while. Now, I've got a whole lot of headphones and things in this room, and I like to switch them out and stuff, but the 5.1 immersion gaming quality of these headphones really, oh man, it changed everything. I mean, I've never actually used 5.1 surround headphones, and the clarity of them and just the precision of where things are around you was so amazing. It really made shooter games a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot more fun, and really feeling like you're in there. So guys, this has been the rave. This has been the rave, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my glow gloves, and we're gonna do this thing. No, I'm just kidding, guys. This has been the ROCCAT KAVE XTD 5.1 digital surround sound headphones. The 5.1 headphones. Yeah, that's what they are. By the end of these, I kind of forget what the heck I'm doing. So what are you guys using? Tell me. So are you using headphones? Are you using speakers? And what headphones are you using, or headset are you using if you are using a headset? Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the heck on out of here because I got some stuff I got to do. I got to go see a guy about a thing at a place.
As always, I'll see you soon.